Welcome back to another episode of Mastering Black Ops 3, where we give you tips and tricks in Black Ops 3, tips and tricks in Black Ops 3 to help you improve your game, and hopefully these tips will help you in your future games and help you rank up faster. Today we're on the map Evac. Last time we did one, we were on Combine, and it's been about a week or so since I did one. Had some things come up, so we're back in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. This game is still beautiful, so we're here on Evac. Just helping out the cause, man. Doing what we can. The class that I set up, there it is. We'll get rid of that because I have a class that I wanted to use for this, and it's not there. There we go. Alrighty, so anyways, we're gonna go ahead and start, as usual, at the back of the spawn. This map is full of crazy wall runs that probably could be used but aren't. Like some of the more simple ones are like this. This one's a very big one, but a lot of people don't seem to use that one unless they're going for an uplink. There's an uplink that's right there. So if you hop over here, it's usually like right here, so you can hop up and dunk. That's the only time I really see anyone use it, other than like some objective players will capture the CDOM here, but that's about it. Most people don't use this to get from point A to point B, so, and it's very good, but at the same time, you have to come to this one. If you come through this window, which seems to be a more difficult window to get through, you're kind of exposed, so you always want to come through this first window. You kind of gotta block here, you can pop around this corner afterwards, and people won't really see you coming. There's 2 floors to this, so we'll start upstairs. This is a very campy area. A lot of people like to sit up here and watch over top of this and kind of watch over these head glitches. Watch this head glitch with a sniper rifle to watch people popping over that head glitch, which we'll touch on later. But this is a wall run area, but we'll get to that in a second. Because the second room is actually down here. There's a bomb site right here. A lot of people will sit back here to guard it. We'll kind of use this. This is a very big head glitch that you can use while you're doing stuff. You can even pop down here if you want to try to hide from people coming from behind you. But you can just kind of watch this head glitch, which is kind of a big fight, because if you're fighting this, you can kind of crouch down to get away from them. And at the same time, if they're coming up here fighting this, they can kind of crouch down, but they got to crouch even farther down, because if you're crouched here, they can still see your head. So that's something you kind of got to watch for you. So you kind of have to lay down if you want to dodge that, which is not a very good choice. So this is a very big power position when guarding this. I think there's a hard point here. So if you're coming from this side, this is a big spot right here. You can kind of sit over here, watch people funnel through there, watch people come through. You can kind of pop through here if they're rotating to this next one that's usually over there. So you can kind of watch that. This whole room is just high traffic all game long. You can kind of hop back in here. Most people sit over here or over here to watch the hard point, because the hard point's in here. So you just kind of got to watch. But this is a big spot right here. A lot of people don't use that. Because most people are kind of sitting here watching spawn camping people here. Or they're watching here, watching through that doorway. Or they're watching here, trying to like watch upstairs and here. But a big spot to sit is actually right up on here. What it does is it blocks you from people that are coming from the wall run. So they're just going to hop in, expecting to look up there or over there. So you can just kind of, pick them off as they come in. But a lot of people don't check here. So you can just kind of hop here. And they don't really look to the right when they're coming through here. Most people, when they're running through here, they're just going to run through here and immediately go here. Like, as you can see on the screen, you can't see over there unless you're looking on a very, very wide screen. So you can't really see over there. And even if you do, a lot of people are going to run here, and by this time, you're too late. They're going to be watching. So a big spot to watch is just right here. Right here, you can watch 3 angles at once. You can watch people run through here, and coming from there. If you hear someone, you can kind of hop behind them and look. And you can also kind of watch there. So this is a big power spot. So just hopping up on this is a very big spot for this hard point. So we're not going to go to mid yet. We'll leave that for last. But coming out here, of course, you got like some of these head glitch spots. This is kind of like a wall glitch spot. You can kind of hop back and forth, jump over top. Some people like to actually lay down up here because you can kind of get behind this rock and get a good. I mean, you can't move because you're prone blocked, but I mean, it's kind of a good spot if you can get set up right. There's, of course, the wall runs right here. So you can wall run here. Come over here. All of these are wall runnables, so you can wall run here. You can even hop on the other side. Wall run here. Hop back up to the top. I mean, all this is wall runnable. A lot of people, you'll see them, they'll either run to this wall to that wall, or I don't even bother. I just kind of one half burst it and run over. But this right here is actually a spot, too. So if you're pushing in, if you're coming from, if your team's capturing that, which is a big spot to use, if your team's capturing that, and a lot of people are funneling out this way, you're far enough out that you're not going to swap spawns. So a very good spot to sit at is right in here. It's blocked off so they can't see you from this window. No one ever checks it walking out here. I don't think I've even ever come around here and been like this. So a very good spot to sit is right in here. You can clip them as they come out. You can even watch people coming from that side and shout them out to your teammates. Or even pick them off if you got like an AR or even a sniper rifle or something, or an LMG. As they're running down in the bottom, you can pick them off as well. Eventually you're going to get spotted out. And if people come to try like turning around, you can kind of dip back in here. You can't get there from this side. If you want to, though, you can just kind of like burst in and out. So that's a good escape route as well. Sometimes what I'll do is if we're coming from here and I know someone's chasing me, instead of running this way and watching them do that, I'll run this way. Usually that wall's broken. But I'll run this way, kind of burst out and around, and then you're here. If you don't break any glass, it's even better. They're going to come funneling out looking for you, and you can just pick them off as they walk out. So as we're moving along here, we'll come over here, and of course we have like this head glitch, which is the thing. This one's a horrible one, just because you can kind of duck back here and still kind of see people. The most major one that people set out is this trash can. A lot of people use it. A lot of people use this one for this side, or this right here. There's a major hard point here. You can kind of just duck back in behind here. There's also these stairs. If you want to get super creative, you can kind of like hop over top, or wait for people if they're coming around this corner for this hard point, because the hard point's right in here. This isn't really useful for anything. It's another one of those things where if you want to lay down here, you can, but it's not really that useful. And here, not very many gunfights go down. A lot of people will use this head glitch to kind of initiate on a hard point and then move in. Same thing for this side. If you're pushing back, they'll kind of, instead of running this way, they'll come around here and have that extra protection before pushing in the back. There's that stairway that I was on leads back here. There's not hardly any gunfighting come back here. I didn't even know that this room existed. So you do have this. Pretty sure if you jump on that, you die. I might try that at the end. So I'm actually going to break that, because I'm actually going to try that at the end to see if you die when you land on that. But when you come out here, I mean, you can use like head glitches here and everything. They're kind of the obvious things. You can kind of hop up here and give one of these if you want to check and make sure, because a lot of people do sit right in that. So you can kind of do a little bunny hop and, you know, burst them. If you want to do that, especially if you're on hardcore, that's a very good one. You have the side building, which of course you can wall run on that. You can get inside. Most gunfights in this building are going to come up top, where you can kind of hop and hide behind these, but I don't really suggest that. I suggest anything hopping up on, not that, hopping up on this and getting around here. If you're pushing back in the spawn, you can see all the way back into that doorway. And also with people funneling out, so you kind of have a bit of protection. So if someone is capturing a point right there, or even if they're like head glitch there and you have maybe like an M8 or a sniper rifle, instead of like just running up to it, you can kind of hop on this and you have at least a little bit of protection and pick them off that way, which is always handy. There's also these barrels that you can of course hop on and everything. You can hop up on this if you want to. So a lot of people will sit up here and watch people funnel out of that middle building. You can also, I don't think you can hop on top of this, can you? I don't think so. We're going to try it one more time now. Nope. Alrighty, so that's myth busted. Probably one of the most useless wall runs in the game is this one. I mean, you can catch people off guard like that, and you could do it the other direction too. I don't think I've ever seen anyone besides maybe myself and a couple other people use it. The only thing that I could think of that would be good to use it is if you're coming from this direction and you know that they're there, but as soon as you pop here, they can see you. So it's not like that's a stealth to get around. They would literally have to be, like, if they were here watching, then you could pop here, hop around, and then maybe get behind them, but even then you'd have to stop perfect to get here. So I don't know why that wall run's kind of there. Up here is probably a major camping spot. A lot of people use this to hold down a hard point. There's not much cover and there's not much there, so if you just get some good shots on people, I mean, you kind of like bob up and down here, but there's nothing major. No one really sits here, which is actually a decent spot. You can kind of just peek this, and you're not open to the side, so you can kind of watch those because most gunfights happen on top. Of course, as you come around to the side, same concept, kind of. You can kind of watch and peek that and not open yourself to over there. One of the major tips is there's water over here. Make sure you're using the water to your advantage. A lot of people just like to, because I think there's a hard point in here. There's a B dom in here. And I'm not sure if there's anything else in here, but I know there's a couple things. And basically, instead of just rushing in here, because, I mean, people are going to sit, the major camping spots are like here and here. And then, of course, those two corners. You might find someone up here. But a lot of people, what they don't do is you can actually hop down here, go underwater, and then kind of pop up. And you're right here. So you can kind of pop up, do the little thing. You can come up here so that way you're not worried about the wall. Bop, bop. That's two people. As soon as they do that, they know that you're coming. Bam, duck underwater. Now they're out checking. So the people that were in this corner here and that corner there, they're going to be looking. So you can just run around this corner. Bam, bam, they're dead. And you're moving on. You've just captured a point, and that's 4 people dead. So if you're playing competitive, that's the whole team that you picked off. So using this water to your advantage is a very, very big thing. You can sit down here and do a little boost jump if you think people are coming that way. Same thing to this side. You can give a little boost jump if you think people are coming. It's a very good place to sit. There's also a bomb site here. And you can sit, because the bomb site's literally right here on this. What you can actually do is you can actually plant the bomb, sit here, and you can hear people planting and defusing. So if you actually sit here, you can hear them plant and defuse. And as soon as you hear them, like, check, because no one's going to check this corner, let's be honest. You can hear them, and you can, if you don't bonk your head, you can kind of pop up, and bam, they're dead, so as soon as they start. And they're not going to be expecting that. A lot of people come up and fake defuse. They'll come up here and, like, poke this, and then turn around. When they poke this, they're going to come up, fake defuse. They're going to be looking here, looking here, looking here. Probably behind them. No one's going to be staring at this corner right here, and even if they are, not really going to expect it. So that's a very good spot for search and destroy. Of course, you got like this kind of head glitch here. You got these to kind of take care of the extras, but a very good spot if you want a lot of kills is just these stairs. You can sit these stairs all day long and watch as long as you got like a team in here. Same thing from here. If you know they're spawning from here, you can watch there. If you know they're coming from here, you can kind of watch this, and of course the water areas. And as we're working our way back, of course, all this is wall runnable. You can do all this if you want to. It's no big deal. If this was a little bit shorter, it'd be a pretty good head glitch for the other side, but I understand how that would be broken. Same thing for this. You can kind of head glitch this if you want to head glitch a head glitch, but it's kind of not useful. There's not much gunfighting going back here unless you're playing free-for-all, so I mean you can kind of like hop this. And then of course this wall run back to spawn if you want to get behind people. Now a lot of people don't know about that. I don't think you can wall run on that side. But if you're back here and you're getting spawn cam instead of just rushing out the whole time, just wall run here, turn a little bit, keep running, and you're here. So if they're in there camping, you got that. They didn't even see you come up, so you can literally get behind their whole team. You know, come out, pop some people out there maybe, or maybe even just run out and do your own thing. This wall run back here is actually pretty useful. I use it in capture the flag if I'm ever playing it and I'm running this direction. Just be careful you don't fall like that. But if you're skilled like me, you can save it like this, and then up, and then up. So So you can tell I've done that a lot since I just saved that, because that was insane. You can kind of run here and then make sure you don't break your ankles, because that is, like, it's on an incline, as you can see. So a lot of people misjudge that, and it won't really hurdle that if you're too far up. So you'll just break your ankles and drop. So that's a very, very big thing. Can you wall run on this? I think you can, but I don't think you can. Okay, well you can. So if you want to hover in the air for 3 seconds, you can wall run on that side as well. Don't really suggest doing that either, but you never know. So since we're around the map, we'll go ahead and head into mid, where a lot of the action takes place, and there's a lot of tips in here. So a lot of thing is, one major tip, if you're running through here, don't run. Don't sprint. You can walk through this, pick people off like crazy, aim down sight if you have stock. But there is a hard point in here, and I think that's it. I think there's a hard point in here, but there's a lot of fighting that goes down in here. A lot of people sit up here and try to watch this, but don't realize you can shoot through that. So don't do that. Don't be one of them guys. Don't just sit up here like this. You can shoot through it. Instead, if you really want to, you can kind of get yourself protected a little bit like that, and you can see him funnel through there and hop up there. But an even better is if you have a teammate back there, you can just kind of peek this. Like, this is a big camping spot. You can kind of hop up here and watch people funnel through. This is kind of wide open, so I mean, there's nothing much. But the biggest noob spot of them all is right here. I don't know how many times I've been killed by someone sitting here, because you can watch these two spots literally like this, and you'll see people running around the corner. So you'll see that, and bam, you're locked on. Or you'll be sitting like this, and you'll see, like, someone, like, some people will sit their thing like this, and then kind of bam, like, you can kind of see people clip through, so they'll just kind of, like, look back and forth like this. And even if you have that short delay, if they come through here, you're kind of screwed, but if they come through here, they're not going to see you immediately. So there's a lot of people that sit here when you're spawning out there and just shut you down. A big spot for a bunch of kills is here, actually. Of course, you could do this, and you could pop up here. A lot of people come through there, and you can see all the way back through there if you, like, line of sight that just enough. So a lot of people will sit in here as well. But the big spot in here is actually going to be right behind this. Now, this is just like a little thing that you could see, and there's not much to it. But the hard point stops, I'm pretty sure, right here. It's either right here or up here. But you can literally sit here like this, behind it, crouch, and capture the point. You can't shoot through that. Well, you can, but you have to be, like, really accurate with it. But the thing is, no one sees that because this thing's hanging down, and you blend in really well with it. And I don't think shooting it really does anything. So you could sit here, watch people funnel through there, and watch people come out here. And people have actually just contested hard points for no reason, just chilling here. Especially if you're using, like, the invis, it's a very good spot just to kind of sit here and watch people. You can even peek out if you want to get people coming from there, but I mean, right here is pretty good. Some people will also sit up here because you somewhat blend in. So if you like a jungle, but this you can kind of watch more, but you're more out in the open. So just think of spots to set up. You got this middle spot in here, which I mean is only used for transportation. You can kind of do like a circle if you want to, or I guess a square if you want to be that kind of person. But otherwise, most people just hop down here. There's nothing really down here besides more wall run spots, so most people just use it to get from here to there. Because, of course, you can, like, hop up here and do that little thing and get across. You can do the same thing on this side. You can hop up here, drop down, and hop up. But make sure you do not use a full boost on that. I don't know how many times I've come over here like this. Went to do this, did a full boost like that. Smacked my head on that and dropped straight down. So even though this is a good spot to kind of move from point A to point B, that's a very dangerous spot. I've seen a lot of people kill themselves through that. So that's going to do it for this. This map is not really anything too insane about it. I don't know what that sound is, but there's nothing really too huge about this map. I mean, beside for tips and tricks wise, there's not really too many major things. The only other thing that I really missed was this spot right here, which is kind of cheeky, and of course, like this kind of head glitch. Like, there's a lot of fights that come up here and stuff, but other than that, there's not really much to it. There's just a lot of movement on this map. You'll notice that there's a lot of people. You won't get into much gunfights in the spawns. A lot of it'll be in the middle. Hello. But there's not too much to it. It just seems like it's very busy, but a lot of the fights happen in the exact same spots, no matter what game mode you're playing. So before we end this, I think we're going to go ahead and hop back here and see. Actually, I wonder if there's something up on that. I don't think you can get up there, but I wonder if there's something on top, because like sometimes there's hidden stuff on roofs. But we'll check that out some other time. But let's go ahead and see. I'm assuming I'm going to die when I jump on that, because you can't even shoot it. But if we could find some kind of an exploit on here, that'd be insane, because there's not any others that you can do that with. So let's go ahead and before we end the video, we'll go ahead and hop on this and see if we can hop on this. Could you imagine if that actually works? Let's see. Nope, you fall right through it. Alrighty, so that's confirmed. Can't get there, which we kind of figured. But you never know sometimes. Just like there's the one thing down here that everyone for the longest time thought that you could hop down here. Like there was the one exploit, where was it? I think it was right... It was right down here. A lot of people thought that you could kind of like boost. Cause it, see how it like wall runs you? So there was a lot of people that thought that you could get in there. But there's like an invisible wall there. We'll try it one more time. But I don't think it's going to work. And then we'll end off the video. But you kind of just got to like ease yourself. See it, like you can wall run on it. But it blocks you immediately. So unfortunately, I think that's going to do it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, click that like button below. Really appreciate it. Also, leave a comment if there's another map, gun tip, gun guide, setup, anything you guys want to see. Also, if you want to get notified whenever I make videos like this and want to support the growth of this channel, click that subscribe button. You'll be notified whenever I post another video. I try to post at least a couple a week just to keep you guys informed. Also, a big shout out to a new thing that I'm starting. I decided to start playing Dark Souls again, so if you haven't seen that video yet, go and check that out. Watch me completely noob scrub it up over there. We'll go ahead and pull out the bow, and you can kill yourself with the bow. No, you can't. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to do it. And as always, I am Master RKO, and I will see you guys next time. Adios.